So I want to discuss where does Pakistan's defense go from the lessons learnt in this May conflict. We learnt about, there were successes, spectacular successes in the early hours, but there were also, our bases were hit and things like that. Are we, the future of Pakistani defense, we've already discussed drones, and we've certainly seen that that's going to be one direction. But what about aerial defense, air defense assets that we can procure, perhaps most likely from the Chinese, or something we can develop, internally, indigenously? Is that something, or are there other weapon platforms that Pakistan could be moving towards? We also saw that the Navy, although it was the silent guy in the room, as they said, but I think there's a huge potential there for conflict between Pakistan and India, because we have very limited access to the oceans, Karachi and Gwadar, and so that's certainly a vulnerability that we have. So in your opinion, what are some of the other areas that we could be getting into for Pakistan's defense?
Yeah. Navy, we generally have a perception that probably Navy has very limited role, but as you mentioned in this May conflict even, I think Navy played its role.
Absolutely.
It had deterring impact on India. That's why they couldn't exploit your seaside. So they did perform, but as you said, it has not been much appreciated as such. What Pakistan can do, I think, once we are getting into this missilery from both sides, we would need to have some missile defenses. But as I said earlier, there's no foolproof missile defense system in the world, not even Israel, as you mentioned about it, not even United States. So in that, you would need some capacity to defend your vital assets, your critical assets, your bases. But whenever there is a conventional conflict, there has to be some losses. You can't say that you can protect each and every asset. So that's a cost probably that you will have to pay if you engage into a conventional
of course.
war.
That's the definition of warfare, right?
Yeah, definitely. And that's why one of the reasons that the core objective of our military policy had been to prevent aggression, to prevent conflict with India, and our reliance on nuclear capability. Because if we move towards conventional war fighting with India, they have much more resources, and in conventional war, then numbers do matter to an extent. And there would be pressure on Pakistan to spend more. We do not have those kind of resources, and those were the reasons that we started to rely more on our nuclear deterrence